Hey Taurus, welcome to your love and romance reading for September 2022. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't, and you'll find it whenever you're meant to. Maybe you'll see it after September has come and gone. That's okay. But we're setting the intention here for September 2022. And we're going to see what messages are coming up here for the Taurus Collective. Be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. I do a love reading once a month, but I do weekly forecasts where we talk about everything other than love. And I do daily messages as well. So be sure to check those videos out as well. But we're going to focus on love here in this reading. And the first card that's coming up here for the Taurus Collective is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles is good because the Three of Pentacles is a card about foundation, like coming together, working together. It could even feel like a collaboration or coming together to build together or create together. Three of Pentacles in a love reading for me a lot of the times can mean that you're dealing with a person who and this could be a mutual thing, or maybe you're the one who feels this way or the other person is the one who feels this way. But sometimes Three of Pentacles comes up for me in a love reading where like you're checking off all the boxes. You're like, wow, this looks so good. Like everything on my wish list is here. We seem like we want the same things. We seem to be on the same page. But with the Three of Pentacles, it's like, okay, I don't want to jinx this. I want to be super, super sure that I'm not imagining this, that this is for real. This person is who they appear to be. And so they may be taking things slowly. Like they want to just kind of see, is this what it seems to be, or are there going to be some kind of surprises? Are there going to be some kind of red flags? So it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure this is who I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure this is who I'm going to build a life with, but I just need to give this some time and make sure that nothing is going to jump up that's going to be a red flag. Some of you may be dealing with a person that has gotten fooled a lot in the past, where people really kind of seem like they're a great catch and they really have it together. And as soon as the relationship gets to like a super serious level, or like they feel like they have the foot in the door, maybe even literally like living with them or getting married to them, then all of a sudden the mask comes off and the claws come out. And so they might be a little bit scared. Like they may have had experiences in the past where this seems like an amazing person, and then when the relationship gets to a stage where it's harder to break up, then all of a sudden this person's like, that's not who I am, right? Like I fooled you, I tricked you, kind of thing. So they might have been fooled in the past and they may be a little bit scared, like moving forward. But Three of Pentacles is really good to have come up between two people, because it tells us you all are on the same page. You want the same things. You're working towards the same things. You're, meeting each other's desires, or the things that you're looking for. The next card coming up here for you all is the King of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with an air sign person, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Air sign would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. King of Swords could also be like communication, where someone's wanting to sit down with you and really, really work out the details, really like work out the terms. Like, this is what I want. But again, I feel like I feel like Taurus, you guys are dealing with someone who's gotten burned bad in the past. And so I feel with this King of Swords, like they're like, I've been in situations before where like I thought I was in love and I thought, wow, what an amazing person, but there were just qualities or characteristics or behaviors that were really toxic or really unsafe or really irresponsible. So I feel like this is someone that's really wanting to lay out the details, like really, really make sure that you all are on the same page. So they might be talking to you about like future goals and what their idea of a serious or committed relationship is, what their idea of a marriage is. And they're like wanting to hear from you, like, what are your expectations? What do you think of when you think of commitment? So King of Swords could be this person's really wanting to sit down with you and talk with you. If you are coupled, sometimes King of Swords for me can be that you're in a situation where you're really frustrated because you feel like the person you're dealing with doesn't care how you feel. Like you're trying to vent to them, you're trying to talk to them about your problems, and you feel like they don't care or they're not opening up. Um, if you are in that kind of situation, then the King of Swords in my readings for you is going to mean that you're dealing with a super logical person, regardless of whether or not they're an air sign, regardless of whether or not they have air placements. This is the kind of person where, like, maybe they've suffered a lot in life. And so they're like, life is too short to suffer. So if there's something I can do to change my circumstance, then I'm going to change my circumstance so I don't suffer. And they're just going to look at the world in that way, right? It's like maybe you're coming to them and you're venting about like how terrible your family is being to you, or you're venting to them about like how terrible your job is. And you're just wanting them to say, oh, honey, oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. They're just jealous or they don't deserve you, or, oh, come here, baby. Like you're just like wanting that reassurance. But somebody who has that King of Swords vibe, they're not going to be like that. They're going to immediately think of solutions. Okay, well, then it's time to look for a new job. Have you updated your resume? What is something else maybe you think you'd rather be doing right now? Or, hey, I'm making good money. Why don't you just quit your job and take a break and figure out what you want to do for a little bit? Or if it's like a family situation, I just I've told you before, don't call, don't pick up the phone, don't look at the text, don't read it, especially like right at the end of the day you're getting ready to go to bed. It's going to upset you. Don't look at it. Like they're going to come at you with solutions, and you might feel like, why are you lecturing me? Why are you telling me what to do? Like, why can't you just comfort me? The King of Swords person does not understand like suffering through something if there's some kind of a solution. And you might say, well, it's not that easy to just, find a new job or quit my job. Or it's not that easy to just kind of, not look at the text messages or answer the phone when people call. Like, he doesn't understand that. He's like, well, if it's making you sad, if it's hurting you, then like, why are you doing it? And then you think, oh, they don't care about me, or they don't they don't have sympathy, or they don't have compassion for me. And that's not what it's about. It doesn't mean that this person doesn't care about you. They're just not wired that way. Or, because of their own survival instincts, they've had to learn to be that way in their life. So it doesn't mean that they don't care about what you're going through. It doesn't mean they're not interested in what you have to say. Sometimes King of Swords can come up to give us that message. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Seven of Wands. And so Seven of Wands here can be like standing or ground in a situation. I do feel for some of you, Taurus, this person that you're with is like an it person kind of person. Like a lot of people want this person. And so you may feel or you may sense that people are doing things to get their attention. People are doing like you see people right in front of you trying to steal them or like pull them away or like catch their eye. But I feel like the Seven of Wands is telling you you don't really have to be worried here. Like you're on good grounds, you're on good foundation. We have the Three of Swords here. Not the Three of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Let's clarify that. We have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So I feel this is someone that's pretty much made up their mind about you, right? All this other stuff, like, and I'm going to be honest with you, some of you could be dealing with someone who's really like, in like, in the world's view, successful, right? Like they have it together, they have, a good income. And so some people, that's all they care about. Oh, and they might be attractive also on top of that. And so this is somebody that's like getting a lot of attention, or a lot of people are after them. But I feel like this is someone that's the very thing that makes them cautious, right? Because in the past they got burned. In the past they dealt with people who were really fake, who really pretended to be a good person. And so I feel like this is someone who knows, you know what, a lot of these people are coming up to me, they're trying to be all cute, they're trying to be all attractive, they're trying to get me all worked up, they're going to trying to get me all excited, but they don't have good motives. They're not coming at me for the right reasons. Like when this person sees that stuff, it makes them suspicious. Like, oh, okay, you're trying to get into my pockets, or oh, okay, you're trying to, take advantage here. So I feel like the Seven of Wands is saying you don't have to be worried. Like, you don't have to be going and confronting these people. You don't have to be like getting in their face and be like, this is my man or this is my woman. Like, I feel like the Seven of Wands is saying just keep doing what you're doing. The relationship is progressing. This person may be being really cautious, as I said, just to make sure that you all are on the same page and that you are who you seem to be. But you don't have to worry about competing with these other people. Like if you start trying to compete with these other people, then they're going to be like, oh, what's going on? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you behaving this way? Like, this is out of character. And so it's going to make them think, oh, okay, well, maybe I don't know Taurus that well. Maybe there is another side to Taurus. So I feel like the Seven of Wands is saying just continue to be yourself. You may see people acting up, making a fool of themselves, trying to catch this person's attention. But at the end of the day, I don't even feel like you have to worry about it, because this person knows. Like they've been there, they've done that, they've learned that lesson. They're just like, oh, nope, no, thank you. I don't want it. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles can come up when we're feeling stressed out about a situation, and we might have a lot going on. So Taurus, some of you are going to have to kind of balance like work, life, school, family, relationship. And I feel like the Two of Pentacles is taking us back to the King of Swords. So this person is a very logical person. If you come to them with your stresses, your worries, your fears, they're going to come at you with a solution. Okay, then this is what needs to be done. That's one thing you need to know about this person. They're very efficient in this way. And so I feel like the Two of Pentacles is saying that this is someone who will encourage you in getting through what needs to be done. But it might be kind of challenging for you, because I feel, honestly, Taurus, I feel here like this is someone who's pushing you out of your comfort zone. There may be things in your life that you're not happy about, as for everybody, right? Regardless of what sign we are, there's going to be in everybody's life things we're not happy about. But there's that expression that we hold on to. There's that fear of like, oh, well, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know, right? So you might think, well, okay, yeah, this job is terrible, but if I went to another job, maybe it's going to be worse, or maybe it's going to be harder, or at least in some ways I know that like they're desperate for me to come in every day. And so you put up with it, because even though it's making you miserable, there may be some kind of like security, right? Or you might, oh, I don't want to upset my family, or like whatever it might be. As miserable as you are, there's something about the situation that you're like, well, I'm used to it, I know what to expect, so it feels comfortable. This person's going to push you out of your comfort zone. They're going to be like, nope, you're miserable, you're unhappy, you keep bringing it up, it's time to change the stuff about your life. I'm here for you. I'll help you. I'll support you. I'll encourage you. We'll talk about it. We'll come up with ideas together. We'll come up with a plan. But this needs to be changed. And so in this way, I feel the Two of Pentacles, some of you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed when this starts to happen. You're like, oh gosh, this is a lot. This is a lot. But I feel like this is someone who has your back. And so it's going to be a good idea to take advantage of that. If you have someone who has your back, who's encouraging you, who's supporting you, like they're in your corner, they're on your side. Take advantage of it. The next card that's coming up here for you all makes me super happy. It's the Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups is true love. It's fulfillment, it's soulmate connection, it's a happy home, it's feeling emotional contentment. So this person might initially come off like they don't care, but I feel through their support and through their actions, even though they're not like, oh, baby, here, let me hold you. Oh, sweetheart, oh, come here. Even though they're not being like, lovey dovey in that way, or like, soothing you or comforting you in that way, I feel through their support, like the way that they're showing, like, I got your back. I'm here with you. We're gonna figure this out together. I feel like through that process, you're like, wow, I feel really loved. Wow, this person really believes in me. And so it's like maybe they weren't showing you initially love and the way that you wanted it. You wanted them to kind of maybe have a little bit of compassion and a little bit of like, oh, honey. And they're not doing that. It might be some more come on, like, we're going to change this. But in that process, you're like, oh, I feel really loved. This person really cares about me. This person's really taking time out to help me with the situation. They're encouraging me. They believe in me, like this person's like a cheerleader for you. And so I feel like you're really starting to feel contentment in the relationship. You're like, I feel loved by this person. And the beautiful thing about it, this is going to go kind of deep here right now. Those of you who watch my readings, you've heard me say the Ace of Cups has a really special meaning for me in my readings. And all readers, especially readers who've been reading a long time, there's going to be certain cards that have a little extra meaning based on what they've seen reading for people over the years. And Ace of Cups is one of those cards for me. So when I see Ace of Cups come up for somebody, it's telling me that you're turning over a karmic leaf, right? We hear like life lessons. We hear karmic partner and we cringe. We're like, oh God, please, no, no, never again. Oh my gosh, no, how many more lessons? I'm so sick of lessons. But one of the things that I've seen happen with the Ace of Cups, there's like this karmic shift that's happening where like you're sick of suffering. You're sick of suffering. You're sick of pain. And you're like, you know what, universe? I'm sick and tired of this mess. No matter how many times I, leave like toxic, gossipy, backstabby friends, I end up with the same kind of people as friends. No matter how many times I leave a miserable, unethical job, I end up in another miserable, unethical job. It's like the same thing again and again and again, no matter how many times I try to change. But with the Ace of Cups, you're like, you know what? I see what the red flags were. I see what the signs were that I missed, and I am never doing this again. The next time this comes up, oof, I'm going to spot it from a mile away, and I'm not going to have any space in it for my life because I am sick of suffering. I am sick of being unhappy. Life is too short, and I refuse. I refuse to put up with this. Universe says, awesome, wonderful. Taurus is awake now. Taurus's eyes are open. Taurus no longer needs these painful experiences to poke them to wake up. Now that Taurus is awake, Taurus is ready to learn through love, support, acceptance, creativity, friendship, romance, passion, accomplishment, adventure. Right now, you're ready to learn your lessons in ways that are fun and ways that feel good instead of ways that are painful, right? It's kind of like in school. There's some teachers, all the kids are like dreading, like, oh God, please don't let me be in that teacher's class this year. And then there's other teachers all the kids love, and they're like, oh my gosh, I hope I get that teacher this year. Oh my gosh, you got to be in that teacher's class this year. You're so lucky. I wanted to be in that class. It's the same information. It's the same grade. One teacher makes it excruciating, and one teacher makes it a lot of fun. And so when I see the Ace of Cups, you get to go in the fun class. You get to learn now in ways that feel good. And what's happening for a lot of you with this King of Swords, you are together now and you're manifesting this experience because you're coming into the Ace of Cups energy, but this King of Swords has already, like, they've already been there. They've already learned that lesson. That's why they're telling you, okay, let's change it, right? So now you have this Ace of Cups partner. You have somebody now where you guys are ready to learn from each other in ways that feel good instead of ways that are painful. You get to learn and grow in ways that you can enjoy and celebrate instead of like being miserable and crying and suffering, because you guys are done with that, and you all are coming together done with that, and now you're ready for happiness and fulfillment. um you may want to check out your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign. Sometimes your moon, rising, your Venus might resonate more than your sun sign. It could vary month to month as well. Weekly forecasts are linked in the description of the video. And as I said, don't forget to check out the daily messages where we just pull a message for the day and see what's coming up. If you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous month of September. Hopefully I'll see you in the weeklies and the dailies. If not, come back and check out October love reading. And I hope you all will have a wonderful month ahead, and hope to see you all in the comments. Take care and be well, my dears.